it's Dave from the Redneck Garage. Well, today we're going to be working on the Toyota. We're going to do some wet sanding and buffing, try to get that paint sanded down, buffed out, make it look nice, start putting on tail lights, headlights, all the other junk that makes it street legal. So let's get going on that. Okay, man, that looks freaking awesome. Basically, when you're doing your buffing out, I was a little dry on the hood, which was cool. I took a little 600 and got the highest part of the dry spots off, very lightly 600, and then 2000 grit and went over the whole thing. And I mean, this thing looks factory. It is freaking unbelievably awesome. So I'm going to continue on wet sanding and buffing, and then we can start installing all the extra parts. But man, I'm tickled with that. That looks unbelievably good. It's another beautiful day here at the Redneck Garage. Actually, the Toyota's buffing out really nice. It's looking good, good, good. We did have a setback last night. Dun, dun, dun! There it is. Holy crap. How crappy is that, right? I had this lockout to put back in the trunk lid right before I can put that little surround on. And I laid it up here on the edge with the trunk open, like underneath, and then I was doing something else and slammed the trunk back down, and I heard a and then you knew that was it. Now I got call the junkyard this morning. There's not too far from the house. It's supposed to have 4 of these things, and we're going to see if they got one. He's supposed to call me back to replace the rear glass, but I was not happy. Although, you know, this side is sanded down, we're about to buff it out. But other than that, the car's looking really good, man, as far as like the buffing and out and everything. Oh. Right here is where I set the lock, and then when I shut it, you can see right here where it actually caught right there at that edge when it's shut. That's what broke it. So I'm continuing on getting all this crappy urethane off, and then we can put the stupid thing back in. Awesome. Even wearing gloves, sometimes this is a bitch, huh? Man. Alright, we're going to Highway 70 Auto Parts, which isn't too far from me. It's like, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And so, in the scheme of things, that's better than it could be, right? This is one of those parts that just is impossible to ship. You can't find it on eBay. I mean, if you do, they're wanting $200. So we're going to go out there. I don't know what kind of cat this guy is out there. I've never been out there before. I do know that he said, yes, we will find you so I don't know. He seemed like a really nice guy. So let's go out there and we're going to see. He said he's got it ready. So I don't know. I found it on car-parts.com, which is a used parts search engine. And they had it listed for like $50. So we'll find out how much they're actually asking for it. But, this is one of those deals where, sometimes crap just goes wrong, and you just have to kind of anticipate having to deal with the SS, as Jerry puts it. So I'm headed out there to Highway 70 Auto Parts. Alright, so I got the new window glass, and I scored! I got a radio bezel for the Wrangler, and all of it was $80. Just had to drive about 40 minutes, but cool. I'm going to change over the Wrangler to the later style, which has the rounded rather than the square. That's super cool. Awesome. Okay, so we got it all cleaned up, got the broken glass out, got all the old urethane off, and I'm going to wipe down the surface with a little bit of lacquer thinner. You don't want to use like glass cleaner or something like that because urethane doesn't stick to ammonia. And I'm going to get Zachary to wipe down now that water on the top. But we're going to get the mating surfaces wiped down. Get it good and clean before we adhere the new urethane. Alright, one of the things that you almost have to have when you're putting on a windshield or any type of glass, rear window, side, front window, whatever. I'm using U428 primerless auto glass urethane. I'm going to go ahead and crack this baby open like a Schlitz malt liquor. But you have to have an electric caulk gun because let me tell you, this stuff is a pain to get to come out of the tube by hand. It'll put a strain on this plastic. I'm surprised it doesn't break it. Now what I'm going to do is put a good bead all the way around before we set the windshield down in place. And this is the way to do it with this. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Better than a big hole. Alright, so we got the new back window installed. What do you think?
Looks awesome.
Yeah, turned out nice. I didn't have to primer because it was urethane going on old urethane. I got it really shaved down close, but it wasn't bare metal. We've pressed it down on all the corners, so now we got the back window glass. We're just letting it dry a little bit before we mess around with anything else. But that looks back to factory. Now the only thing left on the back window, got to connect up my defroster plugs and put those the little plastic valves back in. But other than that, awesome. We got the window back in. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I worked very late tonight working on the Toyota and got a lot of this stuff accomplished. On the next video, we're going to show probably the completed product. Should be able to have it all done by tomorrow. There's a couple mechanical things. Change the oil. I got to look at anti-lock brakes. There's a little portion of that I got to fix. But other than that, the car is going to be done. Then I can get back to work on the Jeep. But when we have the, I'll have some before and after pictures. So that'll be pretty cool to show what it looked like when I picked it up for $1,000 and what it looks like now. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'll be glad to be done with it and have just one project to work on. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.